welcome to another episode of U.S. College Experts College Prep Chat. In this video, I'm going to share five places where you can find scholarships. But hey, if you're here for the first time, my name is Oseni, and I am your college admissions strategist. I partner with students and families to help them navigate through the stressful and confusing overwhelming college admissions process so that students can get into their top choice school with the least amount of debt. Who wants student loans? So basically what this is, College Prep Chat is a platform that allows me to connect to anyone out there who needs help with the college admissions process. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and share this out with my network. While I do that, if you're watching us live or even on the replay, I want to know where you're watching us from. So go ahead and leave your location in the comment section. So I am going to share so people know that I am on. Alrighty. So I just share that out. So if you have any questions that come up over the course of this college prep chat, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will respond to them, even if it's after we go off air. I will personally respond to you. So let's get started. Please share this out with your network. Click a thumbs up or a wow face so that I know that you're out there. Or you can also tag a friend who you think will benefit from this info. All right, so here we have five places where you can look and find scholarships. Okay, so the first place I would suggest that you can look for scholarships, I would say, is at your school. And this is going to be for students who are in college already, as well as students who are in high school. Definitely check with your school to see if they have any scholarships that are out there. So if you're in high school, check with your school counselor. Your school's counselor, I would honestly say, would be your #1 resource if you're in high school. And if you're going off to college or you're already attending a college, I would advise you check the financial aid website at the school you're interested in attending or already attending. Sometimes when you're applying to the school, the admissions website also has a list of the scholarships that are out there. And sometimes these scholarships aren't specific to the school. They have additional resources out there or different information out there for scholarships that are available to students who are attending that school or that are in the area. So make sure to check into that. And so my next thing, though, when it comes to your school, is I would honestly recommend, and I shared this earlier this week, check other schools' websites. Whether you're in high school or college, sometimes the counselor or the financial aid office put scholarships on their website from them doing their own personal search. So if you are in that local area that's close to the high school or close to the college, or if you're if it is college, maybe they have scholarships that pertain to a particular major and you're doing them, or you're in that major, that opportunity is available to you as long as you qualify. So you have to actually review the qualifying factors or the requirements for that scholarship to know whether or not you're eligible. So don't think because you attend one particular school, you can't look at another school's website. If the information is out there, it's free. Go ahead and access it. And so I always tell my clients and students that I work with, hey, you know, a lot of us look at those big dollar scholarships, the Coca-Cola scholarship, for instance. It's good to go ahead and apply for those scholarships, but I really want you to start local. So that's why I'm saying check with your high school, check with your high school counselor, high school counselor, your financial aid office, your university, to see maybe they have access to those local scholarships that no one else knows about. And typically with those Local scholarships, they're not going to be that $25,000 or that $50,000 scholarship. It might be a $500 scholarship. It might be a $2,500 scholarship. But the thing is, when it has to do with it being local, or it has to deal with a certain geographic area, whether it's your state, your city, or your county, chances are that scholarship may not be as competitive as these national scholarships that everyone runs to apply to. So just take that in mind, or keep that in mind as you're looking for scholarships. So another place, when it deals with your school, check your school's honors program. So sometimes honors programs, they provide additional scholarship money for students who are enrolled or who are able to get into those programs. Check those programs out. Check the leadership programs on your campus. Maybe they have scholarships tied to in people who might be enrolled or who are participating in those leadership programs. Or even a professional organization within your school. Some schools have a local chapter, or a university or college level or a high school level chapter that has scholarships available to the high school or college level, or even on a professional level. So definitely take advantage and research and see if there's any professional or leadership or honors program that's available to you that you might be eligible for, or you're already involved in. See if they have scholarships for you. Okay, and I'm gonna honestly tell you from my personal experience, I looked all over at my community college as well as the university that I ended up graduating from for these type of scholarships, and they were plentiful, and I know things have not changed. I was able to take advantage of a leadership program that was available to me, and I was in the organization, and they gave me a stipend every semester, and I think then it was about $2,000, which helped me reduce the cost of my tuition for the term. So definitely take advantage of that. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to jump to is check out the organizations that you have, or the organizations you are affiliated with, organizations you are connected to. And so this connection might not just be you yourself as a student, it might be the parent. So organizations could be your parents' job or your job. So maybe you work at Publix, maybe you work at Safeway, and maybe your parents work at NSA or a public school. Whatever it is, check those organizations to see whether or not they provide scholarships for, in the case of parents, in the case of parents, for the students of employees, or if you're an employee yourself, see if the organization that you're working for offers scholarships. Okay, and I've known plenty of organizations to do that, and sometimes because they're not heavily advertised, they go unnoticed and no one applies for them. So that's another place that you can look. Okay, and then another place you can look, check out any organization that you or your parents are volunteering at. This is another resource, maybe not the local chapter, maybe the national chapter of the organization offers scholarships. Check into that. Another great place to look is professional organizations. So for instance, when I was an undergrad, we had DECA. DECA, or I can't remember. No, it's PBLA. I can't remember the name of it. Phi Beta Lambda, PBL. Phi Beta Lambda was an organization, I think it was tied to DECA, which is the high school version of the business organization, business fraternity. They had a scholarship. Hey, and I applied for that one. So just make sure, look at your major. If there's a professional organization tied to your major, check their national website, check the local chapter website to see if they have any scholarships available. Now, in the case of these professional organizations, you might have to be a member, but still, whatever it takes, we're gonna look for these scholarships. Another place that you want to look at when it comes to organizations that you have affiliation with is your church or your place of worship. They might have scholarships available to you, or they may know organizations in the community that have scholarships available. So you definitely want to make sure you ask. In all these points that I'm bringing up tonight, the key thing is that you have to sometimes you just have to ask. Ask and it shall be given. So the information shall be given. So it's either they know about a scholarship or they offer a scholarship or there's none, but you have to at least ask to find out that information, okay? So my next point out of my 5 points is, now this one might be a little bit, people don't kind of somewhat overlook this. I honestly think this is probably one of the overlooked ones because of technology we have right now. A lot of people get their bills, they get their bills online, so they don't really check they don't really get bills at home, or they don't really check their mail. Like, I'm one of those people, I don't really check any mail that really comes in until all of it piles up, because a lot of my stuff I do online now. So check your mail inserts for the mail that you do get. Check the newspapers. I've known in the past personally with SECU, that's a credit union here in Maryland, they had a scholarship that was only available, I think at that time, if I'm not mistaken, that was only available to people that had accounts at that particular bank. And the way I found out about that scholarship was the mail insert. So definitely go through your mail. Sometimes we're so quick to throw out our mail, but sometimes they have some information in there that we might want to take a look at. So check your bank, the mail for your bank, check your mail for your check your mail for your bank, check the mail for your light bill, what have you. Whatever mail's coming in the house, just take a look at that, okay? And then, let's see. Okay, online newspapers. Now, I know a lot of us don't get newspapers. If you happen to get newspaper at home, that's fine. But I find that sometimes the local newspapers in our area they include scholarships that we may not normally know about, or the online newspaper, they might list scholarships. So you want to make sure you find out, number one, what are the local newspapers that are in your area? Find their online version and see if you can search around and find some scholarships that way. So that's another way, another place to look for scholarships: mail inserts and your online newspaper, or even your regular newspaper. And my next point is where you can look for scholarships is the scholarship website. So we all know about Scholly app, and I'm going to actually share a list of scholarships for you so that you can take a look as I go through them as well. Because a lot of times I have these, I share these with people and they're like, oh, I need the actual link to these websites. So let me go ahead and do that tonight. Let me share my screen so you have it. Add it to the broadcast. All right, so some scholarship websites that I recommend is fastweb.com, findaid.org, chegg.com. Also, another website is JLV College Counseling. Very good resource for you. I particularly like that website is because they actually, Jessica is the lady that runs that website. She actually breaks down the scholarships by different categories. So it could be by your state, it could be by your major, I think you have by gender, and so many different categories. So it's easy to search. So take a look at that website as well. Big Future, which is part of the College Board portfolio, is a great resource as well. I also would recommend Scholly app. Granted, it is a subscription service, but it definitely is helpful because everything is on your hand. We all go everywhere with our phones. So, I mean, if you're just in the car at the bus stop, you can be looking for scholarships. Try the Scholly app. And then also, if you happen to be a student that is in Ghana or Nigeria, I would advise you to check out the ScholarX app. That's also in the App Store. It's a subscription service, and they have scholarships that are delivered right to your mobile device. So just definitely want to make sure you take a look at that one. So let me hide that. All right, so we had Fast Web, Find Aid, check. Oh, skipped one. So Maryland Higher Ed is basically the financial, they have a financial aid portion of that website for Maryland residents. But what I would advise you to do, no matter what state you're in, definitely take a look to see if there is a higher ed website for your state that provides scholarships or has scholarships or state financial aid or grants that are available. So definitely check that out. You have to do some research. You might have to do some research. And if you can't find it, feel free to send me a message and I will check to see if I can find one for you. And then my next point. So my next point is I honestly would recommend that you take advantage of social media. Social media is there and it's going to stay, and we're constantly on social media. And of course you're watching this because it's on social media, right? And I posted it all over the place. So take advantage of using social media, not only just to be liking pictures and watching my broadcast, which I don't mind, but use it as an opportunity to also look for scholarships. So I'm going to share again my screen with you just to kind of show you a few places to look. All right, so definitely want to take advantage of using hashtags. Hashtags are definitely going to help you filter the internet and focus in on opportunities that have the hashtag scholarship. So there's hashtag scholarship, hashtag, and you can use the singular or plural for these hashtags. Look for fellowship. You're looking for an internship, try that. Hashtag college, hashtag financial aid, hashtag higher ed, hashtag college bound. Look for these hashtags because they could actually lead you to what is possibly a scholarship opportunity. So also I would recommend following us on social media, as well as some of these other, these are actually Twitter accounts. So us on social media, FAFSA, scholarships.com, Prep for College, School America, all these lists here. Let me actually make it a little bit bigger so you can see that. So yeah, just definitely take a look at those to see if if they have any of those scholarships opportunities available. Sometimes they share it, sometimes they retweet it. Take a look and see what's out there. So that's my recommendation of how to use social media to find scholarships. Okay. All right, back to me. So I think I talked about, those are my 5 points. So my 5 points was the school. Check your school, check your guidance counselor, check your financial aid office, check the admissions office for the school that you're applying to, or check out the organizations that you are affiliated with, check out the mail that you have coming to your house, check the newspaper, check out the scholarship websites that are out there. Use social media for good to find some money. And I'm going to throw this bonus tip in there for you. It is check for previous winners. So what happens is, you go to a party or you go to an event at church or at school and you hear that so-and-so won this scholarship. Okay, now make note of it. Use a scholarship tracker. If you need one, I can share one with you. Use a scholarship tracker to keep track of these scholarships. Granted, you're just finding out about the scholarship. Maybe you'll be eligible for the scholarship in the following year. So when you hear about these scholarship winners, go and research the scholarship and see what it took to apply. Are you eligible for the scholarship when it does come up? Now, granted, some of the smaller scholarships aren't, because they're small and maybe small organizations, they may not be offered from year to year, but still follow up with the organization to see if they have the scholarship available. I know sometimes I've Googled local scholarships and I found the scholarship winner online, and then I now reach out to the organization and say, hey, are you offering this scholarship? I would say 9 times out of 10 they are. And then when they aren't, you know, I just keep them on my list to know to go back to them the next year. So definitely take advantage of that. So, all right, let me move this back over here. All righty. So those were my scholarship list. So I hope that those 6, actually, because I threw in a bonus for you, were helpful. And so if they were, I want you to hit that like button so that I know that this information is helpful to you. And so what I want to do is I just want to kind of throw out a question, throw out some homework for you. So my question for you are, I want to know, what places have you looked for scholarships? Share your tips in the comment section so that other people can benefit, and also so that I can benefit, so I can help other students. So definitely, if you found a scholarship, or you found a scholarship in a place that I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comment section and post them. And so, let's see. All right, so that is about it for me. Let me see who's on here tonight. All right, so we have Israel from Zaire, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope that this information was helpful to you. Okay, so I believe that is all those are all the points that I have. But before I log off, I want to remind juniors and parents of juniors or high school 11th graders, in order to avoid the late registration for the February 10th ACT, you have to register by tomorrow, January 12th. So to avoid that late registration, make sure you register tomorrow before 11:59. And to do that, you need to go to act.org. So act.org. Definitely head over to that website. So if you would like for me to answer any questions, feel free to, come on over to our Facebook page, like our page, post your questions on our wall, email us. All the details are below right here, or feel free to give us a call. Also, I just want to throw out there, if there's any topic that you want me to cover in the future, feel free to also comment in this video. I want to make sure that I'm providing content that is useful for the people watching these videos. So feel free to leave that there, or even on our Facebook page, or email me, whatever is most convenient for you. And so I also want to invite you to take advantage of our free, no obligation 20-minute introductory call. So this call is to allow anyone who is going through the college admissions process, or even before the college admissions process, the opportunity to just kind of walk through and discuss their concerns. And I really want to see how I can help you. So the way you go about booking that appointment, you can go through our Facebook page. There is a book now link on the Facebook page, or you can head over to our website. The website details again are below here. And so you can go over to our website and also book your appointment there. So it's 20 minutes, free advice, and whatever free resource I can provide to you, I will. So please take advantage of that. Don't go through this process alone. So I, again, just want to thank you for joining us tonight. Please join me. I want to say one thing. I just remembered as I was setting up this call, or this Facebook Live, it's been 1 year. Tomorrow is actually 1 year since I've been doing these college prep chats, and all the questions I've had, all the families I've been able to connect with has been absolutely amazing. And I really, really appreciate you guys considering me a resource to you. and opening up your homes or your phones or what have you and sharing the content. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. And so I'm still debating how and what times I'm going to start doing this. I'm thinking instead of doing it twice a month, I may do it more frequently. Maybe it's just me jumping online here and there. I'm not quite sure, but I will figure it out. But if you have some feedback on that, feel free to send it, post it in the comment sections as well for me. So again, our next college prep chat will be on Thursday, January 28th, 8 p.m., same time, same place. I will be answering your questions on college admissions, financial aid, scholarships, and also college admissions testing. That's a big thing. And I'll be answering your questions live, so feel free to stop on by. And so before I go, please, please, please remember that U.S. College Experts is here, and we want to partner with you. Thank you for joining us this evening for our college prep chat. God bless you.